all this? What is all this?
A few moments later.
You gonna learn today?
We would kill for a happy ending. I hope this fills the void a little bit. Welcome to another episode of Western Women Are Out of Control. In a world where women are able to do whatever they want, given the go-ahead by warped feminist elitists, there are countless examples of chicks running around taking advantage of a system that coddles them like a newborn baby. They scream, shout, block traffic, and do whatever serves their impulse behavior on any given day. At least, on this day, one of them got what they justly deserved. The comments are, "It was so satisfying to see her get arrested. The kids ain't even happy to see her when they walked out. I'm glad she was taken by cops. Good job, he was just awarded full custody of the kids. I hope dad gets full custody." Why would she do that in front of her kids? Because she's a Western woman. Why else? This might be one of those rare cases where the kids are given to the father in perpetuity, and that is a real blessing. After all, children raised by single fathers are more than 50% likely to end up functional and safe later on in life. Next clip.
So if a man was working at McDonald's and he treated you perfectly the way you wanted him to,
I would not date him.
And that's what she said too.
That
I literally said
you can't even get you. Where are you gonna?
everything.
Can I ask?
Where the hell? What is he supposed to give me?
Loves you.
What is he supposed to give me if he works at McDonald's?
He gives
Like,
you the attention.
go get a better education. And
Quite brazen. Yeah, well, it looks like it. You're quite brazenly.
Looks doesn't define
when I'm speaking, it's
education,
best that your
though.
face stops moving. So when you're judging a man quite brazenly
Yeah.
and quite actually disrespectfully because of the income that he earns, perhaps he doesn't have an intellectual aptitude, but he's a good person and he'd treat you really well. As somebody who is what is your standard that makes you so much better than him?
I have like much more than just as a job though.
What is your standard that makes you so much better than him?
So McDonald's is worse than being a.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm a sugar baby.
You have to people for money.
Yeah.
What makes you better than that man?
I'm not saying I'm better than him,
Okay,
but
well,
I'm
you just
saying
judged him
I
and you
wouldn't date somebody. I would wonder why he's working at McDonald's.
McDonald's
Did you-
actually has a
do you
really
think
high
that
minimum wage.
men-
No, they don't.
Do you think that
They
most?
do.
No, they don't. They pay like
changed
what?
it.
Like almost set 15.
Well, I
That's
think
not
that.
a lot of money.
So the way you feel about the guy who works at McDonald's,
Yeah.
that's the way men feel.
That's fine. Everybody
about
can have
what
their own
you
opinion.
do.
But
Fine.
their
Okay.
opinion would be
But
more
most-
logical than McDonald's.
Sure.
Yeah. She was so like. She was so on getting a man that makes over 100K. I think she would actually leave.
Okay, a couple of things to cover here. The first is that modern women are more greedy than Scrooge McDuck on steroids. When they look at you, they don't see a man capable of giving you a stable future. All they see is dollar signs or an ATM. Take your pick. This woman got up and walked out because the argument was solid and she had no rebuttal. Also, there are dozens of stories of guys working at a fast food joint and making their way up in the organization, or using it to get a better solo gig with much more money. I personally know a dude who did DoorDash that makes 6 figures. But the fact is, women have no foresight. The comments here are, who's paying for her OF? That's the real question. Chick is a strong 4 in the horse family. She needs money for her crack. Who subscribes to that horrible looking OF account? Go get a better education. You sounded like you didn't make it out of middle school. Damn, brothers, save some of the burns for me. My guess is that she does some pretty depraved stuff over there, as people in her class often do. Moving on.
Do you really think I'm not a good sister?
Well, it's not that you're not a good sister. It's just you gotta think that your actions don't just have doesn't affect not just only you, but it also affects me. Like next year, I'm gonna be applying for colleges, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that with things that are on the internet. I might not even be able to get a girlfriend because people they already know. In public, people ask me, "Do you really like your sister? Do you really approve of this?" Like, I actually don't think this could work in my future.
Christian, with everything that I'm doing, I've never once wanted it to affect you like this. Bro, I'm sorry. I really don't want it to affect you.
There's nothing else I can say. Like, you everything else. I'm leaving.
Bro.
Sorry you have to deal with this, man. What a nightmare. It's pretty obvious she didn't think about the ramifications here, and even if she did, I doubt it would have changed her path. I know a fair number of guys who have older sisters swept away by the tides of the streets. They are so high on their own supply that they're willing to destroy their own families for a quick payday and immediate satisfaction. It's definitely something you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. The comments are, "Nah bro, crying in public is another level of pain." He articulated himself so well. Imagine being that age and constantly being questioned about his sister whose naked body is visible to everyone for a small fee. It's embarrassing. Bet she didn't change. Poor dad also. He didn't say it, but it's obvious he gets bullied all the time because of her. He certainly does, dude. There have been numerous reports about this particular case. He's apparently a really nice kid, but society has taken a hammer to him for his sister's sins. It's pretty painful to watch. But this is what happens when you make something that should be criminal into a massive market to encourage the corrosion of our species. Moving on.
So I'm about to get railed by two guys, which is something I do quite often, if I'm honest with myself. And while I'm waiting for them to get here, I was just thinking, I'm on pace to hit 365 bodies in 365 days. And last year, I was excited when I hit 300 in a year. But then this leaves me to think, what am I gonna do next year? 500? 600? I'm an ambitious woman. I need to make sure that I'm always striving for greatness. I need to be chasing bigger and better numbers and always surpassing my limits.
Oh, there you are. Back at it again, I see. I talked about this in an article breakdown recently, how feminism has essentially given the go-ahead for women to see how far they can take it, and boy is this chick letting the freak flag fly. I mean, imagine going back for a family holiday and everyone happened to see this. Would you really have any shame? Could you seriously look them in the eye and say that you've done the right thing? I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but this woman is exactly why I say the segment is called Western Women Are Out of Control. There's just no other way to put it. Anyway, aside from some hilarious gifs, this is what people had to say about this gem. Read a Bible. Guys, she's talking about kills in games. Lady, you need Jesus. Stay woke in these street la. Girl, you need help. I love how in this one, people aren't even really trying to crack jokes. This is just craziness on a biblical scale. The real city of Sodom shit. This is the kind of thing that makes me think asylums are important. The volume of diseases someone like this puts out into the world must be incalculable. Another one.
What's your age?
26.
25. Should he have any say in how you dress when you come out the house?
Absolutely not. I'ma dress how I want.
But you don't think that attracts a certain kind of attention when you're out?
I know the way I dress attracts a certain type of attention, but I mean, my man should be secure, you know?
I think I should take her for who she is.
Yeah.
So if I like her for who she is right now, I should be okay with that in our relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you still want to have girls' nights even if you were in a relationship with him?
Absolutely. I think it's very healthy to have girls' nights. I'm not going to stop hanging out with my friends because I'm in a relationship. Of course, I'm going to prioritize my man, but those are my girls. I'm not going to stop hanging out with them and having girl time.
Do you feel like this would be appropriate to wear on a girls' night out with your girls?
100%. I think it's appropriate.
What gives you that idea?
What's wrong with it?
I think she looked like a damn snake. I don't know what's wrong with it either.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
You don't think it gives the message of, I'm on the market, you know, any guy can come talk to me?
Because they can't come talk to me.
You can't help how good you look, but you can help the response you give to other people.
Exactly.
Dude, come on. I think we can all say that we simply don't claim this man, if we can even call him that at this point. This is a perfect representation of how the suffrage movement caught fire all those years ago. Some guys just became so indifferent that they let the dogs out and thought, what could possibly go wrong? I mean, the chick here literally acknowledged point blank that she's aware that this behavior is going to bring in other men. And this simp is so neutered that he backed her up for millions to see on the internet. Cuck a doodle doo. The top comments are, in this case, it's just his turn. He's going to have a time with her until the alpha that has more to offer her takes her away from him. It's a lesson coming for both of them. She def runs that ship. Women love to play that don't be insecure role. Bro sold his soul and won't realize it until it's too late. All of these are pretty much on the money, except for one. The idea that an alpha male would come in and claim her beyond a night is hilarious to me. No way, no how. Next clip.
The more I date women, the more I find myself understanding heterosexual men. Let me explain. Exhibit A. I was on a first date with a girl who asked me out, by the way. This is relevant. Because when the check came, she never once made a move to pay. Not even like the fake, let me reach for my purse move. And though I don't mind paying on a date, part of me felt like, the offer would have been nice. I was also a little taken aback that she didn't even say thank you. And I never heard from her again. It really made me feel like she just asked me out so she could have a free dinner. And the moment I thought that, I was like, oh my God, I sound like all of my guy friends right now. And my argument against why guys should pay for dates has always been like, look, girls take hours to get ready. Our investment is looking really nice for you. Makeup, clothes, that costs money too. But we were both girls in this situation. We both took hours to get ready. One girl invited me back into her house, and her specific words were, do you want to come in and make out? Obviously, I'm like, yeah, you're really pretty. I want to press my face to yours. But then when we got there, we both just sat on the couch and she talked till like 3 a.m. And I was like, yo girl, I gotta wake up at like 6 a.m. I finally understand a lot of the complaints my male friends have about dating. Now I really get it when they say, dating is just so expensive, man. I wish it were more socially expected to go Dutch on the first few dates, but you're like a jerk if you even suggest it.
Lesbians. Why did it have to be lesbians? In all seriousness, it's interesting that women think they can ever fully understand what it's like to be a man. I guess the effort is there, but there's no possible way she fully understands. Regardless, it's always a bit funny to see chicks peek into the hellscape that is Western dating. It's why most real men left long ago, and why the rest are leaving faster than I can finish this sentence. There's just no incentive to deal with a woman that's out of control. It's like welcoming a wrecking ball into your home just to lose more money after making repairs. The comments are, the more women step into the shoes of a man, the more they find out they don't want to be there. She never said thank you and I never heard from her again. Welcome to being a man. The makeup that they say they do for themselves and not for men, we don't wear this for you, we wear it for us to feel cute, etc. So now it is for us? Which one is it? More women need to date women. See how that goes. 2 women sitting till 3 a.m. waiting for the man to make the first move. These pretty much say everything I wanted to say. Excellent work, boys. Moving on.
So, because you said that you can get any man that you want, right? Like, what if I... I'm sorry?
And I have.
Okay. So, what if I told you...
And you're single.
I can get any girl I want, right?
I'm single by choice.
What if I told you I can get any girl that I want, right? But then you find out that I'm just to different girls on every day. Would that count?
That doesn't make sense.
Thank you. It doesn't, right? Why does it not make sense?
You're not actually getting the girl, you're just watching her.
Yep. Fan-fucking-tastic. You're not actually getting the guy. He just having sex with you dating you. Uno reverse on you because you don't get it. It's not a fucking brag as a female to sit there and say, I can get any guy I want. Every single one of you at this table can go out on a date with a celebrity, okay? That's not a flex. Just like I can go ahead and whack out to a new bitch fans every day. Yeah. It's not a flex. It's only a flex when you're a woman if you can keep the fucking guy and get his last name. Right. So until I see a ring on your fucking finger from a guy that you love, admire, and respect, and you willingly want to take his last name, you can't flex at all.
This mother don't miss. In the heat of battle, he don't miss. No. In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
The guy has this woman in an inescapable logical vice, and she still won't listen. Women take pride in what is easy. They think that because they can find a homeless man under a freeway overpass and lay him out, that this for some reason makes them the most powerful entity in the universe. It's the kind of delusion that makes women feel like they can do anything they want without consequence, and it's why people in the West find themselves caught up in this mess to begin with. Here are the top comments. She gets it, but she'd rather be right in her own head, which is worse than her not understanding what he just said. Single by choice is the biggest lie in women's history. Exactly, I hate to hear women say that. She hated that he's right, that's why she kept rolling her eyes. No misses, all facts there. I could not agree more. Gold stars for everyone. The whole single by choice thing is the funniest rebuttal on these podcasts. They really do think that body count has a direct correlation with relationship success, even though they've never actually seen that happen. Moving on, people, buckle up.
This is your ideal date? Like you just bring me to like literally nowhere? This is the date that you had me dressed up in a dress and everything?
Do you cook for me? Do you clean the house? Bro, we literally had to hire a maid
just to clean their fucking house because you literally didn't want to do that. We go out to eat every single day because you don't cook. Yes, this is a date for you.
Dude, just drop her off at a nice restaurant and drive off. Why waste your time? As fun as it is for guys to spit facts at these delusional women, I always have the thought in the back of my head. Why even bother trying to convince them? I've never done this, at least in my adult life. This chick goes out to eat every night, never pays for anything, and then has the audacity to ask him why they aren't at a steakhouse? There's seriously no reason to even humor the thoughts coming out of her mouth. Just dip. Anyway, the comments here are, imagine the money you'll save if you dump her. She burned around 187 calories trying to pronounce literally. Girls nowadays belong to the streets. Find a better woman. She doesn't deserve you. Don't give her an explanation, just dump her. Exactly. Thank you. There's no reason to encourage the level of enlightenment this chick has. I mean, I guess you could have a little fun with it before breaking up, like for your last date. Do something like in an old Disney movie where you take her out for dumpster spaghetti and then do a troll proposal with 15-year-old ring pop. Whatever. Moving on.
The money, right? No, he wasn't going to give it to me. He was going to loan it to me. Whatever, cool. I said I would pay him back at the end of the month. The end of the month has come. I've been thinking about it. I have a lot of things I need to get done, and I'm still like really behind in bills because of the fact that I lost my job. So I'm trying to play catch up, and I finally got a little bit of money, right? So he texted me this morning, and he's like, "Oh, has your check still not cleared yet? I haven't received the money," which already is a sassy like way of asking for the money back. But granted, he shouldn't have had to ask. I should have just sent it to him. So anyways, I sent him the money, but the problem is right now, like, I kind of have the ick and I don't want to talk to him anymore. Am I everything that's wrong with women these days? Like, because he did nothing wrong and he was actually very helpful. It was a lot of money and a lot of men wouldn't have even, loaned it to me, and he did, and I'm really grateful for that. And I think he's a great person. He's going to make whoever he ends up with very happy. I just personally feel like he's not, like, I don't think that this is going to.
Okay, well, first things first, gross. She's looking like Morpheus in the Matrix, got a nasty bee sting. It's moments like these that we gotta acknowledge the silver lining that comes with these toxic women. At least they're so out of control that they end up dumping guys that would end up on the alimony wagon anyway. But if I had to guess, that's not how any of this went down. I really doubt she even had a boyfriend to begin with. Nope, she probably spends her days scarfing TV dinners and making TikToks for women just vapid enough to think her made-up universe even exists. The comments are, he dodged a big back bullet. Sassy is womanese for, I hate that you're holding me accountable. So basically, you had no intentions of paying him back. If a man is willing to lend money to a woman over $250, he loves you, sis. You messed up. That boy dodged a huge bullet. I'm not sure if it was a bullet or a cannonball. Regardless, all these statements are pretty much on the money. Alright, next.
How much patience is a man supposed to have when dealing with broken women?
Ooh. I have to say this. A lot of men do fall into this idea of, well, because we're the man, we're supposed to be more patient and fix her. But as you tolerate a lot of the nonsense, you lose her respect. And now, you don't actually gain her love, all right? Because she sees you taking, she sees you accepting the, because a lot of times that toxic energy turns into disrespect, turns into just mistreatment, all these different things. She's not gonna love you more because you're enduring nonsense. So you just have to be clear, like, listen, I love you, I care about you. Here's the plan. If you're with me, I will support you. If you're not, you gotta go.
I thought we could end this on a reflective note. Here are the comments. They don't even realize they doing it and won't accept they did it. But it's all good. It's a man's daily life. We're at war all the time for the bread. To the young men, have zero tolerance. Your peace will thank you later. Patience and support is for those who are actively trying to heal and work on self. Same goes for both men and women. No one would stay in something toxic under the guise of love. You can't fix what chooses to stay broken. The more you tolerate, the more respect you lose. I needed this 14 years ago. And this is where the exposure has benefits. Men, as I've been saying, you can't control what chooses to be uncontrollable. It's best you choose a path that fits your vision. This is the way.
As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.